Good morning, guys. Let's start the numericals of the topic uh, uh, static force, Indian force analysis. Okay, so yesterday we are discussed about their derivations and then we are summarized the forces and their equation. Then after we are discussed about the numericals, how we are solving the numericals. So let's start. First question is in slider crank mechanism, the crank is 300 mm long and the connecting rod is 850 mm long and the piston is of 90 mm in diameter and the gas pressure acting on the piston is 5 megapascal. When the crank moves through the 45 degree from IDC, find the thrust in the connecting rod, then reaction from guide, and then torque acting on the crankshaft, and lastly load on the main bearing. So we have the given data like the radius of crank is 300 mm, that means 0.3 meter. Then length of the connecting rod is 850 mm, that is 0.85 meter. Diameter is 90 mm, which is converted into meter is equal to 0.09 meter. Then kg is equal to 5 megapixel, that can be converted into pixel, which is 5 into 10 to the power 6 Pascal, and theta is equal to 45 degree. And we have to find out FQ, FN, T, and FR. So first we have to calculate obliquity ratio, which is equal ratio of n by r, sorry, L by r, which is equal to 0.85 divided by 0.3, which is equal to 2.83. Okay. Then the angle made by connecting rod sine phi is equal to theta n by sine theta by n, and the angle is 45 degree, that's why sine 45 divided by 2.833, we have to get phi is equal to 14.45 degree. Then after piston effort, so Fp is equal to Pg into area, and Pg we have already available 5 into 10 raised to the power 6, and area is the pi by 4 d square, that means we are getting 31.808 into 10 raised to the power 3 Newton. Okay, second is the thrust in connecting rod, which is Fq. Fq is equal to Fp divided by cos phi. So we are getting 32.847 into 10 raised to the power 3 Newton. Then piston slide thrust, Fn is equal to Fp 10 phi. So 31.808 into 10 raised to the power 3 into 10, 14.45 degree. So we are getting 8.196 into 10 raised to the power 3 Newton, and ultimately calculate the tangential force acting on the crankshaft. We are denoting Ft for the tangential force, which is equal to Fq into sine theta plus phi. So we are getting 32.847 into 10 to the power 3 into sine 45 plus 14.45. We are getting 28.287 into 10 to the power 2 Newton. Remember, these all are the forces that why the unit is Newton. And the calculating torque acting on the crank. So torque is equal to Ft into R. We have the data 28.287 into 10 to the power 3 into 0.3. We are getting 8.486 into 10 to the power 3 Newton meter. And the radial force or the load on the main bearing is equal to Fr. Fr is equal to Fq into cos theta plus phi. So we are getting 16.695 into 10 to the power 3 Newton. The second numerical is the mass of the reciprocating part of the steam engine is 250 kilogram, and the diameter of the piston is 450 mm, and the ratio of connecting rod to the crank is connecting rod to crank radius is 4.5, and the length of stroke is 500 mm. When the crank is at IDC, and the gas pressure is 6 bar, determine the speed of the engine so that the thrust in the connecting rod is 5500 Newton. Means हमारे पास R की वैल्यू गिवन है, which is 250 kilogram, diameter is 450 mm, that means 0.45 meter, n is equal to L by R, we are getting 4.5, then Pg is equal to 6 bar, that means 6 into 10 raised to the power 5 Newton per meter square, and length is 500 mm, that means 0.5 meter, and Fq is equal to 1500 Newton, and theta is equal to 0 degree. So find out the speed of the engine. So first we have to calculate the piston effort. So piston effort is equal to thrust in the connecting rod. F2 is equal to Fp upon cos phi. Here theta is equal to 0. That means phi is also 0. So Fp is equal to cos Fq into cos theta, and cos 0 is equal to 1. So we are getting 5500 Newton. Then speed of the engine is equal to piston effort is given by Fg minus Fi, and we all know that Fg is equal to Pg into pi by 4 d square, and Fi is equal to mr into r into omega square cos theta plus cos 2 theta upon n. So when we apply all these values, we are getting omega here. So omega is equal to 34.311 radian per second, and we know that omega is equal to 2 pi n by 60. That means we are getting the speed of the engine, so which is equal to 327.647 rpm. The next question is an IC engine running at a speed of 2000 rpm has following data. Crank radius is equal to 60 mm. Length of the connecting rod is 240 mm. Diameter of piston is 100 mm. The mass of reciprocating part is 1.5 kg, and the pressure on the piston during power stroke is 0.9 Newton per mm square, and the displacement of piston from IDC is equal to 15 mm. Find the net load on the guzzle pin, that is piston effort, then thrust in the connecting rod, piston side thrust, and engine speed at which the above values become 0. So given data are available for us n is equal to 2000 rpm, r is equal to 60 mm, which is converted into meter, which is equal to 0.06 meter. Then length is equal to 240 mm, that is 0.24 meter. Then diameter is equal to 100 mm, which is equal to 0.1 mm. Mr is equal to 1.5 kg. Pg is equal to 0.9 Newton per mm square. That can be here, and mm square is converted into meter. That's why 0.6 into 10 raised to the power 6 Newton per meter square. Then xp is equal to 15 mm, and that means 0.015 meter, and omega is equal to 2 pi n by 60. So we are getting omega is equal to 209.439 radian per second. So we have to calculate the piston effort, then thrust in the connecting rod, piston, side thrust, and engine speed at which above values become 0. So first we have to calculate the obliquity ratio, n is equal to L by R. So we are getting 0.24 divided by 0.06, which is equal to 4. So the angle turned by the crank xp is equal to r into 1 minus cos theta plus sin square theta upon 2n. So we are getting here the value of theta. So we are getting theta is equal to 37.269 degree. Okay. Then after piston effort is equal to Fp is equal to Fg minus Fi. Fg is equal to Pg into pi by 4 d square. So we are getting Fg is equal to 7068.583 Newton. Fi is equal to mr into r into omega square cos theta plus cos 2 theta by n. So we are after putting the values of this quantity, we are getting Fi is equal to 3404.803 Newton. So piston effort Fp is equal to Fg minus Fi, so which is equal to 3363.78 Newton. Again, calculate thrust in the connecting rod. Thrust in the connecting rod is equal to Fp is equal to Fp upon cos phi. Here, cos phi is not given, that's why we are finding out. First, we have to find out the cos theta, which is equal to sin theta upon n, and ultimately we are getting phi is equal to 8.707 degree. So Fq is equal to 3706.495 Newton. Again, calculate the piston side thrust. So Pn is equal to Fp into 10 phi. So 3663.78 into 10 8.707 degree. We are getting 561.095 Newton, and the engine speed at which the above values become 0. That means all the above values are depending on Fp. If Fp is 0, then Fi and Fg become the 0. So Fp becomes 0 only if inertia force Fi and gas force Fg are equal. Hence, to calculate the engine speed, we have to calculate by equating both of them become the 0. So Fi is equal to mr into r into omega 1 square cos theta plus cos 2 theta upon n is equal to Pg into pi by 4 d square. So we are getting the omega 1 which is equal to 301.78 radian per second. That means, and again omega 1 is equal to 2 pi n 1 upon 16. So we are getting the speed of the engine where and the above values are zeros are 2881.786 rpm. Okay. The next question is obliquity ratio of the vertical reciprocating engine is 4.5. The engine bore and the crank radius are 60 mm and 40 mm respectively. The mass of the reciprocating parts is 1 kg, and the difference in the gas pressure acting on the two sides of the piston is 5 bar, and the effective gas pressure acting downwards towards the crankshaft when the crank has moved 50 degrees from the top dead center. So determine when the crank speed is 2000 rpm. So piston effort, then find out the load on dozen pin and the crank pin. then the cylinder wall thrust and the thrust on the crank bearing neglect the inertia of the connecting rod. First of all, we have to draw one figure that shows the piston, then their connecting rod and the TDC and BDC of the crank. So the value of the given data are n is equal to 4.5, r is equal to 40 mm, that means 0.04 meter, diameter is 60 mm, that is equal to 0.06 meter, mr is equal to 1 kg, pg is equal to 5 bar, which is converted into Pascal, that means 5 into 10 raised to power 5 Pascal, theta is equal to 50 degree, and n is equal to 2000 rpm. So omega is equal to 2 pi n by 60. That means we are getting omega, the value of omega is 209.44 radian per second. So first we have to calculate the piston effort. So piston effort is equal to Fg minus Fi plus Wr. So when we are neglecting the friction resistance, the value becomes Pg into pi by 4 d square minus mr into r into omega squared cos theta plus cos 2 theta by n plus mr into d. So when we are putting all these values, we are getting Fp is equal to 363.395 Newton. Then load on gudgeon pin and crank pin are Fq. We have to use the force along connecting rod. Fq is equal to Fp into Fp divided by cos phi. So first we have to find out the value of phi by using sin phi is equal to sin theta upon n. So we are getting phi is equal to 9.8 degree. That means Fq is equal to Fp divided by cos phi, and which is equal to 368.776 Newton. Again, the calculate thrust on the wall, cylinder wall and the crank bearing. So we have to find out the thrust on the cylinder wall. That means Fn is equal to Fp into 10 phi. So we are getting 62.769 Newton, and the thrust on the crank bearing is Fr is equal to F2 cos theta plus phi. We are getting 185.501 Newton. This questions come in the GTU Winter 17. The obliquity ratio of the vertical reciprocating engine is 4.5. That means it gives the value of n. The engine bore and stroke are 75 mm. That means 0.075 meter, which denote the diameter, and 90 mm is the stroke length, which is denoted by L, capital L. The engine rotates at the 2200 rpm, so we are getting omega is equal to 2 pi n by 16, and the mass of the reciprocating part is 1.2 kg. That means it will give the value of mr. The gas pressure intensity is 5.5 bar, so we have to calculate this in the first we are putting this value in the PG part, and it will be converted into Newton per meter square by multiply 10 raised to power 5. And when it has moved 50 degrees from the IDC on its power stroke, determine the piston effort. So this will be the value of theta, and we have to find out the value of F2. At what engine speed will load on the gudgeon pin and crank pin is become 0. So we have already discussed n is equal to 4.5, d is equal to 0.07 meter, L is equal to 0.09 meter, that is equal to 2R. So R is equal to 45 mm and 0.045 meter. So N is equal to L by R. We are getting here the value of L, which is equal to 0.2025 meter. N is equal to 2200 RPM. That means omega is equal to 230.3834, and ultimately MR is equal to 1.2 kg. And when we are converted into Pascal, we are multiplied 10 raised to the power of 5 into 5.5, and theta is equal to 50 degree. First, we have to find out the value of Fp, and second, the value of N at which the load on the gudgeon pin and crank pin becomes 0. So Fp is equal to Fg minus Fi plus Wr. We are already solved this type of equation in the earlier stage. So we get the value of Fp is equal to 709.889 Newton. Then load on the resin pin and crank pin are Fq is equal to Fp upon cos phi. So Fq is equal to 0. That means Fp becomes the 0, and Fp is equal to Fg minus Fi plus Wr also become the 0. So Fi is equal to Fg plus Wr. Again, here we are find out the value of omega 1. We are getting 273.558 radian per second, and ultimately the speed where the gudgeon pin and crank pin become 0 are 2612.293 rpm. Okay, this is the next topic which we have to discuss in the next lecture. So you have to done all the numericals. If you got any query, send me the query. Thank you very much for today's lecture.